What's going on, everybody? We're here to basically do a little house cleaning. Apparently, a Cynthia G clone. For those who are not aware, first things first. I'm Brotep,
And I'm the radical Latino.
and we do normally on this segment of the Brotep channel. We react to movies, TV series, streaming shows, comic books, latest news, breaking news, stuff that's happening on Twitter, etc., etc. But on this particular segment, I just thought I'd do a little house cleaning because we had a Cynthia G clone come in the comment section in one of our videos. One of the videos where, what's going on, Denise? One of the videos where we addressed or we confronted a person named Paula. And then now, one of these Cynthia G clones has come onto the platform. Let me go here real quick and show you what she wrote.
You want
Like
some
like
of the link?
like Agatha Christie. No, hold on. I
right.
got the link right here. What she wrote, like Agatha Christie. Oh, actually,
Mind you,
let
let
me.
me do a disclaimer. I'm finding all of this out right now. By the way, I don't know nothing about this.
Yeah, this has really
So
nothing to do with Rad. This is
yeah,
really me doing a little bit of house cleaning, and it won't take long. It won't take long. We're just going to address this, and maybe if we have time, maybe we'll go ahead and do this quick, super quick spiral trailer review. Get back to
yeah,
business, because part of the reason why I'm addressing this is because we're handling business. You've come on. Let me before I even do that. Let me just go. Give me 1 second. Here you go, Rad. Here's the uh, here's the link.
all right, cool.
All right, so
Gotcha. Just give me a couple of seconds. While you guys wait for me to put this thing up, I'm gonna just go into the comment section. While you guys wait, I want to first of all, I don't know too much about who Cynthia G is, to be honest with you. I think I called into her show one time, and it was
mm,
because of it was because she was talking about Chivo. So
mm,
so I wanted to, give my 2 cents into it. You know what I mean? But basically that's basically it. I don't know too much about Cynthia G. I've heard certain things about her that she's, she hates black men or whatever the case is. But me personally, I don't know too much about her, but if you could inform me about what's going on here, I'll probably give my little 2 cents into it.
well, just a little preamble on or a little history on Cynthia G. Cynthia G started as basically a a pro-black channel, right?
Yeah,
Where she discussed stuff like white people who are claiming that they're Egyptian, but yet can't stay in the sun for like 2 or 3 minutes at a time without sunscreen. Those
yeah,
things, of that nature. But then her channel slowly shifted. The more videos she came out with, her channel slowly shifted from addressing white supremacy to attacking black men first for dating white women. Then she went straight to black men in general, like black men ain't nothing, black men are failing out here, blah 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 blah. And basically she's built a coalition of hate of hating, you know what I mean,
mm,
of haters.
oh, really,
Basically a super team of thoughts who
mm,
basically tune into her channel all the time just
yeah.
to hear her spew the most anti-male things ever.
So let
So
me let me
mhm.
ask: is she like one of part of these divesting people or no?
I don't even think she divested because she was going in on beta males
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, she's part of the Eddie movement. You know how
Oh, okay,
Eddie
okay. So see
used to
now
be.
that
You
that's
gotta hold
something
you gotta
that's
hold black
something
men
yeah,
accountable.
that's
Yeah,
something
that stuff.
that's something I'm against. Don't be divesting and then talking about divesting is supposed to be something greater and then bash your own people,
Mm,
you know?
okay, but so one of her clones apparently, I call her Cynthia G clone because she spewed the very same rhetoric that Cynthia G keeps spewing and that Eddie did. So that's where I'm coming in with she's a Cynthia G clone. But
Okay.
truthfully, she's part of the group. Remember when I first came into this community, like in earnest, it was during the time when Eddie and a whole bunch of women, he had a whole bunch of cackling, chickens on his platform. Basically, we have to start holding black men accountable, and then laughing at dudes, having call on the show so he could give them all the smoke and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And anytime you try to defend, like, hey, well, blah, I'm about to kick you off the show. Yeah, that's the world she's coming into. But okay, so I sent you the link,
Yeah. It's already
and
there.
if you scroll down the section, you can actually see. Give me a minute. Go to branding, and
So for what you're telling me, for what I understand, this is the comment section in your video, right?
yeah, and
Okay.
the character we're looking for is La Princess. La Princess.
Oh, I know who La Princess is.
All right,
I know who that is. Yeah, 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 yeah.
all right.
If you make it full screen, I could definitely
Oh, hold on, I'm struggling with the low black IQ. All right.
yeah, we got low IQ. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay.
Okay. So hold on, wait. So, oh wait, I see my name.
She name dropped you too.
I see my name in this. Okay,
Hmm.
so you could go ahead. The first thing is y'all claim Afrocentrism. So go ahead.
Yeah. Y'all claim Afrocentrism, but refuse to understand African history, let alone different terms for bigger groups of African people. I cannot with y'all Afrocentrics. You guys are something else. Now, I imagine this is in reference to me telling Paula to not call me Bantu. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's the only thing it can be a reference to. When I specifically explained to Paula and then now to La Princesse, I understand that the word Bantu came from the tribes themselves. I'm talking about the evolution of the word and the dirt and smearing and stank that it picked up when white supremacists got a hold of the word, both in what used to be called Rhodesia and South Africa,
Yeah.
apartheid era South Africa, where they basically afforded black tribes zero distinction.
Yeah.
A tribe may say, hey, I'm actually of tribe A, not tribe B. And tribe B may say, I'm actually of tribe B, not tribe A. Please don't confuse us. And then the white supremacist comes in and says, you're all Bantus to me. Basically, no respect. The
Yeah.
respect of distinction that they give to one another, where they don't want to try to call a Scottish person Irish. See what they say to you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They
No, for
fight for their distinction. They have the
yeah.
respect of distinction in their community. But then when they come to us, oh, you guys are all brown people, and me, you're all Latin X.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually I don't want to blame the Latin X community for that. I'm blaming
Well,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Eurocentrics who are casting like you're all Latin to me. You're all a bunch of whatever the derogatory terms are for Latin people, which I won't go into as I'm not
Yeah.
Latin, right?
Yeah, of
So
course.
they did the same thing with the Bantu tribes. Okay, as a group, as a collection of groups in quote unquote sub-Saharan Africa, right? So whether someone came from Kenya, Burundi, Ghana, the Congo, Ivory Coast, they those people they deserve distinction. I'm from the Igbo tribe. I'm from this tribe, that tribe. No, they're like, no, you're all Bantus to us, and that
Yeah.
that evolved from there. Bantus are low IQ, blah 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 blah. That's the world that's coming from. And so when Paula came in here, reinforcing her real Eurocentric viewpoint and rules, and condescending to me, I told her no. On this platform, on your platform, when you reference me, you can say whatever you want. It's your platform.
Yeah.
But when you come on our platforms, you're not going to call me all kinds of names. Like that's not a thing. So I imagine that if you
Mm.
can click on my reply to her and then she replied to my reply.
Yeah, not a problem. Uh There it goes. Can you read it?
Yeah. At this point, I said if loving my group is being Afrocentric, then yes, guilty. She's like, Bro Tep, you know what I'm talking about. Don't play stupid with me. Well, La Princess, I'm low IQ. I'm not really playing. Um, then I'm like, what don't we understand about Black history? That's when she
Well,
kept on saying that
first of
stuff.
all, this is something La Princess likes to do. She said she claims to be no, she says that she's African and she comes from an African culture, but yet she lives in Europe, right? So
Yeah. Why
there's
aren't you
a
living? Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
there's already a
Yeah.
distinction already. There's a disconnection right there.
Yeah. And what they call. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Secondly, she likes to basically talk about Black Americans and oh, you can't claim this, you can't claim that,
Hmm.
but yet you're in Europe. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Saying that you're
Hmm.
African, but you were in Europe. You didn't migrate there, you were born there. So
Hmm.
we can say the same thing for you.
Yeah. And then like, man, no,
But
can
she
you scroll up?
listen, she's like a
Mhm.
14-year-old, so it doesn't really matter.
No, I don't know if she's 14, and I don't really care what age she is. On here, on here, she's a bunch of ones and zeros. All right, and
That
so
is true.
with her little profile and spreading all this division and anti-black hatred, it's low key anti-black because what she's doing
It
is
is.
she's putting us in our place. Right, and she's
Yeah.
trying to keep us in our place and not realizing, maybe she does realize it, but not realizing that she's actually doing the white supremacist work for them. Hold on. No, 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 Bro Tap, no, no, no. You are not about to diminish what happened in Liberia. We all know what they did to Liberian people. How can you, as a Haitian man, diminish the ill doing of melanated people to other melanated people, but complain about people speaking ill of your people? Let's cut the double standards here, monsieur. See, basically, what about black on black crime?
Yeah.
That's what you just said.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I imagine that's in reference to when they came in with, look, blacks can't really build anything. Look, when they got kicked out of the United States and they sent them to Liberia. Look the mess they made of them. And then I reminded them that political mess was due to the intelligence agencies basically pulling the strings and forcing that stuff to happen over there. I remember distinctly telling Paula on here, we must be very stupid to think a nation as powerful as the United States would have people study here, social, political, and military, and then send them to go basically start possibly a rival state without having control of it. How stupid do you think the government is? You really. Anyhow, can you go on to where she mentioned the other stuff? Can you please go up more?
Yeah. Right there.
Hold on one second. Well, y'all complicate terms like Hispanic too much. Hispanic means a person who comes from a culture where Spanish is spoken. Hispanics exist everywhere from not just from Latin America. So she's kind of like, throwing shade at you guys too.
Yeah, the Latin
Uh,
community. Yeah.
yeah, can you scroll up a little bit more, please?
Yeah, no problem.
Unless that's all she wrote. Hold on one second. Radical got upset with me for telling him the truth, and now an AA is telling him the truth, and you can tell it bothers him. Oh well.
I
When was
I
this? When,
I
when do
don't
you?
I have no idea what she's talking about, to be
These
honest with you.
literally who's are coming. It's like when that dude was saying, this Brotep guy. I keep hearing his name, but I don't even know who that
Yeah.
was. You have to tell me. Oh, that's Chem 123. I was like,
I
oh, can,
I to be honest with you, I really don't know what she is referring to. She might be referring to one of these one drop rule people dudes or whatever
oh.
that made a video about me because I got in his ass on one of Tina's lives and shit. That's who
Mm.
she might be referring to. To be completely honest, if that's not it, then I don't know. I don't know. But
Can you scroll down a little bit, please?
it's basically some dude that didn't like what I said, and he took offense to that, and and decide to make a video like like what he's saying is law. Mind you,
Mhm.
it's he's one of these little dusty motherfuckers out here that ain't gonna do shit. Ain't been about shit. So it is what it is.
Scroll down a little bit more,
Yeah.
please. Scroll down. Hold up, 1 second, 1 second. Yeah, I got to start saying please to you because people are thinking that I'm your boss or your employer out in this bitch, and then like that's crazy. Uh, As if two creative people can't find common ground and start making things.
Yeah.
They figure there has to be some subordinate. You see, that's the mindset they're coming at this from. Subordination. Someone has to dominate and someone has to be subordinate. That's how these people approach everything, because it comes from a very Euro mindset. Hold up 1 second. There you go. Y'all stay making excuses for the men while the women out here creating opportunities for themselves. The real question is, why are women succeeding but not the men when they come from the same place? I want to hear a discussion about this. You will not get a discussion about this, La Princess. If you want a discussion about this divisive crap,
isn't hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Go ahead and click on the replies, please.
All right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what success is she talking about? If she is
she's talking about all those damn diplomas, and I'm not gonna jump into the rhetorical trap she set up because I'm not gonna speak bad. Oh, go ahead.
The thing is, if that's what she's referring to, diplomas doesn't guarantee you a job.
Duh.
Nor does diploma guarantee you a opportunity or a seat at the table. Diplomas just guarantee. Diploma just says that you're qualified. That's all.
Yep.
That's all. That's basically all it does. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't know the percentage of black men and black women or whatever the case is. But if she's measuring success based on that, then I think it's a low bearing fruit. Low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Way to basically show her point of view, because showing, okay, now they have degrees, but I can also show black men with businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what I was going to say next.
Yeah.
So
which one is more successful? Somebody that's actually getting money, or somebody with a piece of paper that's trying to get money?
Yeah, and you know what? While I give you points for that, I personally, this is Rad who said that. I'm not saying that, La Princess. Do you know why? You're not about to come in here and pit black men against black women. So I'm not going to fall into your little rhetorical trap. Even though Rad is completely right, I'm not the one that it came out of. It didn't come out of my mouth, because I'm not going to step into your rhetorical trap. The rhetorical trap was not set for Rad, so he can say it. He can step all over that minefield, and none of the mines will blow up. He's Hispanic. You came directly at me.
Well, I'm not.
That minefield was meant for me, and I'm way too smart for that. I'm low IQ, but not that low IQ, baby. You understand? So if let me read what the replies were.
She mind you, she's 14, so she doesn't.
I don't know if she's 14. Listen, I'm replying to the argument. I'm not replying to the person. I'm responding to the argument, not the person. Notice I didn't call her any names, right? I didn't roast her, nothing. I'm responding to her argument. She says, and I said, we don't do the gender divide thing. Let me make myself sound good. We don't do the gender divide thing on this platform. Go on Cynthia G's channel if you want that sort of content. And then she goes, it's intellectually dishonest. I don't like that. As if I care what.
No, that makes no sense. How is that intellectual dishonest if he didn't even say anything? All he said is we don't do a
we don't do
divide.
You feel me?
How is that intellectually dishonest? Being intellectually dishonest would be to take your point, what you just put, and twist it around to fit your narrative. That's what intellectual dishonesty is in any discussion or debate. You just said, Brotep just basically said, yo, we don't do that. If anything, you somewhat deflected, if anything.
She's deflecting.
So
No,
so
but hold on. So I was like, again, if you want to bash black men, go to Cynthia G's platform. She's an expert. And judging by the amount of venom you seem to have for black males, she'll be elated to welcome you aboard. You've come on a channel where eloquent, intelligent black and brown men are literally engaging in business. Look at the production quality involved on our channels. And you're stepping in with rhetoric about black men being failures. Did you really imagine this was the platform for this message? Read the room, sister. And I gotta tell you again, La Princess, read the
mm,
room, sister. You
mm,
came on a look, go back, like do a few slide backs on your tab, on your tab browsing, and look at the channel itself with all the videos on there. You see anything on YouTube look like this, especially
mm.
in our section of the community? You go on Denise's channel, you see anything look like hers? You go on Rad's channel, you see anything look like his? We are. Let me take a sip before I finish reading her. You take a look at our channels and you see the amount of work and thought that goes into our things, right? And you come on my channel specifically, where you see us actually branching out into businesses, okay? Those dudes, that is a brand, it's a business. Where I have animators, black animators, by the way, those black men you're bashing, they're making money. I'm paying for their services, okay?
Can can I
And I'm sorry, go ahead.
um no, I wanna say something right quick. Again, I don't want to put my business all the way out there, but I'm starting a new, as Brotep knows personally. I'm starting a new thing, and I know it's going to be successful. And the first thing that I'm doing is I'm including Black and Latin people into it. Brotep, is
Hell
that
yeah.
true,
Hell
or
yeah.
is that true or
Hell yeah.
false?
That's all kinds of true, bro.
Okay. Um, I don't know if I told
We
you.
could make her happy and say it's false,
I
but
I I,
that
I
would be
don't
untrue.
I don't know if I told you, Brotep, but somebody got wind of set project that I'm planning on doing, and they're of the Caucasian variety,
Hmm.
and they wanted to invest for a certain percentage of ownership
Look at that.
in set project. And
Hmm.
I said no.
Hmm.
If it was a Black Latin person, male or female, doesn't matter,
Hmm.
with that same proposition, then I'll think about it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I want the people around me to eat. I
Yep.
don't want to be the only one, and I want to give back to my community and my people. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, just a quick side note, real quick. When I owned my gym,
What's going on here? Okay, we had a slight glitch. Last thing I heard you say was so.
okay, so when I owned my gym, can you still hear me?
Hold on.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
You're
I can hear you.
all right, all right. So when I owned my gym back in a couple of years ago, a year ago or something. Um, I when I owned my gym, I employed nothing. Mind you, it was in Jersey. I employed nothing but Black and Latin people. To the point, my gym was located in a white part of New Jersey. You can only access it by car. So it's a high tax zone out there. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of house. So it was in the suburbs, right? All I did was employ Black and Latin people. That's it. To the point
Hmm.
where within was it 8 months of me having the gym, why my partner, my white partner who invested money into it, to him as a joke, he says, "Why does it feel like Harlem here?
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why does it feel like Harlem
Hmm.
here?" And I acted stupid and said, "Oh, what did you mean?"
You should have
And
recorded his ass.
and
Like,
he said it's just a little ethnic. And I'm like,
wow.
I closed the door and I said, "Hey, yo, my man, we're not gonna do that." You know what I'm saying? And I spoke to him respectfully. After that,
You're a better man
he
than
didn't
me.
he didn't do that anymore. But I've noticed, I noticed that some of the white occupants, some of the white folks that were coming in there were pretty much they were on their own little, on their own little bullshit until I hired 3 white people in the front desk. Once I did that, I started seeing white folks getting a little bit more comfortable now.
Hmm.
And I said,
Wow.
ain't that some shit?
Wow.
Ain't that some shit? To the point where one of these little white girls, after 6 months of working there, wanted to get a raise. So she decided to basically be a little snitch out here. You know what I'm
Huh.
saying? Be a little snitch out here to all the other people. Oh, look, this person came 15 minutes late from their break and all this other bullshit.
Wow.
I didn't care about none of that. Is the job getting done? That's all I care about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And mind you, she didn't get no goddamn raise. So at the end of the day, we got to understand that this whole gender divide is just a gender divide. They're just doing and saying things to get away from what the real issue is, and it's white supremacy.
Mm-hmm.
That whole what about black men, not succeeding? That has nothing to do with police getting their knee on your neck. What
Mm-hmm.
about black women succeeding so much in the higher percentage? That has nothing to do
Nothing to do. Yeah.
with with police officers killing unarmed black folks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I told Radical this, and African Americans told the same thing. He's pissed off. That has nothing to do
Mm-hmm.
with what the hell we're out here fighting
Yep.
for. So
Mm-hmm.
what I hear is a bunch of scared nigga talk. That's what I
Yeah.
hear.
It's a bunch a bunch of fraidy niggas.
Yeah,
Because
bunch of
that.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I hear. It's a bunch of scared nigga talk and a bunch of people that are too afraid to actually call out what needs to be called out, are too afraid to actually say, okay, this is the real problem, and everything else is a distraction.
Yep.
What she's bringing up is a bunch of distraction BS.
And one of the things that really upsets me is it's something I like to call aggressive cowardice. And um, let me see. There's another word. It's a set of traits that I've noticed in these people who, whether they're doing it on purpose or by mistake, or or they're being puppeted, right? I notice these sets of attributes where they're aggressively afraid. So to the point where they're shaking you like, why aren't you afraid like I am? Huh? Why aren't you
Yeah,
scared shitless? Huh? Which is what it is when they're like, yo, what you trying to tell me that these cops are shooting us down out here? You're being divisive, man. You're trying to tell us that these cops ain't good, that they hunting us down, huh? You being a tool for the liberals. You're yelling at us and you're being very aggressive to hide your cowardice. You know that, and most of these guys, they've read all the reports from the FBI themselves stating that these white supremacist groups have infiltrated law enforcement across the country. So why is it a surprise to you when something like the Derek Chauvin thing happens? I'm still looking more into it, that ritual thing we spoke about last time. But I
Oh
mean
wait,
that's
hold on. Wait, wait, wait,
mhm.
wait, 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 wait.
What are you saying?
I want you to share my screen right quick
Good.
for 1 second. Um, comic, just share my screen.
Share your screen. Hold on.
Um, uh,
All right. What's up?
can you read the
Abs-
headline for this?
absolutely. Hold on. The headline is Death of California Man Who Was Pinned Face Down by Police Draws Comparisons to that of George Floyd.
Okay, so a white police officer killed a Latin person the same way that they killed George Floyd. George
Mm,
Floyd was pinned down for 9 minutes and 26 seconds. This man was pinned down for 11 minutes and 33 seconds.
wow.
He died the same way.
It's a
I
damn
will
ritual.
guarantee you will not hear his name, and there will be no hashtag for him. Not
Wow.
saying that is black folks' fault. Not saying that. It's Latin people's fault because we don't go out there in numbers.
Hmm.
That's what it is. But
But they'll get it.
I'm showing this for the people in the back to see that this is the type of thing that I always talk about. This is the type of thing that I always bring up. Latin and black people go through the same thing, and we need to unite. Why? Because our issues will get faced in the forefront. Adam Toledo, it's not an anomaly. It happens to us too. This is proof. And
Yeah.
even on the caption of this, I even said, and I called out Rancho, you'll never hear Rancho and all them guys talk about this.
No. They're too busy talking about the past, by the way.
Inquisitor is hearing it's in the chat right now.
And what
He knows damn well, Inquisitor, you know damn well, Rancho, none of you will talk about things like this. This is things that's happened to our people.
Right now.
So what about roots and culture and spirits are going to help us get rid of situations like this? Please let me know. Because again, this is not the 1600s talking about Hispano this and Spain did all of this other stuff. We're not talking about that. We're talking about things that's happening now. I'm not talking about philosophy. I'm talking about practicality.
Mm-hmm.
Things that's happening right now. So Inquisitor, if you could be my messenger, please let me know. Because I don't hear things like this being spoken in the side that you're in. I don't hear Kim talking about this. He's too busy about BBC BS.
Yeah.
I don't hear Rancho talking about this. He's too busy talking about spirits and roots. You know what I'm saying? So
spirits and
why are certain people on that side who are pro-Latin or what they say pro-Hispano and all this other BS coming at me talking about my ideology is dangerous, but yet they ignore this. I don't.
So basically, they're making 3-hour live streams about you, like 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row, and there's a whole, innocent people being killed out there in California.
Yeah,
that's that aggressive cowardice, man. That's that aggressive cowardice,
yeah.
And that loyal betrayal. See, they're loyal to their betrayal of their own. Like it's these are contradictions. And those contradictions live within these people, within these morons. And I'm not, you know what? I spoke generally, so I'm not going to pinpoint who I called a moron. Okay. So to get back to, La Princesse, I'm hearing that you're 14 years old, and I'm seeing in the comment section, there are people, leaning on your points saying, yeah, she's right. Like Blood Moon. Okay. I don't know what Blood Moon I can never know where Blood Moon stands on anything, but she seems to be backing up what you're saying. You're both wrong.
But Blood
You're
Moon's
both
a
wrong.
donya, so don't worry about it. She's a donya. She's too busy, buying batas and shit. So don't worry about it. I like blood. I like Blood Moon, even though some of her things I disagree with. I like Blood Moon. You know what I mean? I really do. I like Blood Moon.
Oh, hold on one second. What's going
Nah,
on here?
it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Something's wrong with but yeah. So we got.
Yeah,
Give me a minute.
some technical
So what?
difficulties, guys. It's
Yeah,
okay.
some technical difficulties going on here. But the whole thing with La Princess, I just wanted to do some house cleaning. That's all. And I guess we kind of sacrificed our spiral.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do
Sorry,
it
but we'll
tomorrow.
do that.
Yeah,
We'll do that tomorrow. I'll
yeah, yeah,
kind of
yeah.
do that, but I'll probably, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Well, I want to
yeah.
give
So
I want to give a huge shout out to everybody listening. By the way, my update for my DNA test is about to come out in a couple of minutes. Look out for that, and you guys will be surely surprised because I show my you'll see. You'll see. You'll see.
yeah, they're gonna wait. So what are they gonna you know what? They're gonna call you all kinds of stuff. You know that
I don't
when they
care.
get that.
I don't care. It doesn't really
First,
matter.
because first you were Indio, then you were white. Then they asked to see your neck. Who's the guy with the neck fetish?
I don't know. I forgot his name. And then a couple of people called me Haitian, and a couple of people, a couple of people said that I was I'm not black. I'm not black. I am I'm
Mestizo,
mestizo. Then somebody got corrected and said that I'm Afro mestizo. So listen,
I say you're Negropean. You feel me? Yeah, because you got the Euro.
yeah,
And yeah, you got that Euro blood or whatever, and you said that it kept on growing, or was it the Indio side
no,
that kept on growing?
well, you guys will see. Just know that my European, which is really weird, but my European side drastically went down. So it went down after my dad took his DNA test, which is weird.
Which is weird.
Yeah,
But you never know with DNA.
I'm not the only one that got my DNA updated. My sister, my little brother as well. So when my dad took his DNA test, all our things got updated. I went online and I found out that it's not rare. It happens. It's pretty common when parents take their DNA test and the siblings get their things updated drastically. It's not uncommon. That's what they said. It's not uncommon. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it happens. So I found forums all throughout 23andMe saying that it does happen. So I'm like, all right, cool. So yeah, it is what it is. So look out for that. It's gonna come out in a couple of minutes actually. So look out for that.
The girl La Princess, I'm hearing that she's 14 years old. Hopefully, if you're 14 years
No,
old, La Princess.
she's not really 14. I like saying that she's
14.
14.
You guys are playing around. All right, cool.
Yeah. No,
but,
she's actually, I think, was it 19 or something like that. But
okay, so she's young. She's young. She's still young.
I say she's 14 because the way she be coming in with some of her little talking points, and she sounds crazy again. She's like, hi, yeah. So that's why I'm like, all right, you young as hell, get out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And by the way, BroTep is paying me. You know what I mean? we signed
Oh God.
we signed the contract that I am exclusively over here. That's why I'm not in anybody's live streams. I'm just exclusively here. So he did pay me. So go donate to BroTep.
Yeah.
All proceeds will go to
that
this
cash
channel. Yeah, all proceeds will go to this channel. And also all proceeds, you know what, keep me here. You know what I'm saying? So,
You feel me? No, the thing is, I want to segue that to basically say something to La Princess. You tuned in a channel that looks nothing like anything else on YouTube, and definitely nothing like anything that's being done in the streaming community here. All right, I'm employing people. Right, any money I make that goes towards that. Is that not the mindset that you were admonishing black men to undertake? Right, I gotta go Dr. Seuss on that ass. I do not buy sneakers. I do not buy Tims. I do not buy speakers. I do not buy rims. I don't spend money on Becky's. I do not screw thoughts. I do not spend money on diamonds. Those shiny little rocks. All right. So take that stuff back to Cynthia's G's channel or track down Eddie. Track down Eddie to Clubhouse. And then you can reunite with him. You could bash black men on there, because when you were saying that black women are being more successes, I'm not going to fall into that rhetorical trap. Black women are doing the most out here in terms of business. I love it, love it, love it. All
God
right,
damn,
not personal business now.
I think
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think I'm a raw representation for the Latin community, because everything you say you don't do, I was doing back in the day. Yeah, I was screwing thoughts. I
No,
had
no, no,
like
no, 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 not anymore. No, no, not
all that.
anymore. No, no, no. Listen,
No,
listen. I
not
don't do that
anymore.
anymore. Yeah, I
I
don't do
don't do
that
that.
anymore. That's what I'm saying. All my money and all that stuff, spending money on thoughts, rims, speakers, Tims, all that shit that black men are accused of doing. That's not where my money goes. My money goes into my craft. You have any idea how many tutorial sites that are not found on YouTube I'm subscribed to monthly
Yeah.
that I go to keep up on my drawing skills, my animation skills, etc. And then I even hire other people to back me up. Okay, that's what
Yeah.
I'm doing, and I'm not gonna fall into that rhetorical trap. Black women are being absolutely awesome. They're getting all these degrees. They're infiltrating, not infiltrating, but they're being they're climbing up the ladder in all these companies. That's fantastic. All right, but black men, that's not our path. We are more entrepreneurially minded. Okay, we prefer to go into business for ourselves. The prime example of this is one of the situations that I can bring up. There's a bank that one of the banks where I take my money to. All the staff there is black women. Okay, the entire staff. It's a white owner, but the entire staff is black women. From the people out front doing the cashiering to the managers in the back, all of them black women. Even the security guard is a little LGBT kind of like tough looking black woman. Okay, all of them black women, but the two ladies I know in there, while they're holding it down in the corporate world, guess what they're doing? They're learning the business and they're gaming themselves up and passing that game on to their boyfriends who are starting fashion lines, who are starting animation studios, who are starting perfume brands. You understand? So we're
Yeah.
working hand in hand. Your division will not stand
So,
here.
like I was gonna say, before I go, because I'm
Yeah,
out
yeah, yeah,
get
yeah.
out of
No,
here.
we're about to end this right
Um,
now anyway.
yeah,
But
yeah.
good.
Like I understand that everything is not kumbaya. Like
Yeah.
we both get it. You know, we both get it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's the division in every community. There's people who don't want to come and unite. You know, in every community, we understand that, and we totally get it 100%. You
Yeah.
know, there's Latin people that hate black people. There's black people that hate Latin people. There's women that hate certain men, and there's men that hate certain women. We get it. We
Yeah.
understand and we get it.
Mm-hmm.
But La Princess, like I told you personally, painting all black men with one broad brush, that's
Yeah.
dangerous, because you're over there judging people, saying that, oh, you can't be African or you can't be this, living in Europe.
Yeah.
So come
You
on
out there in
now.
Europe.
Come on now. I understand you kept your culture, you kept some of the culture, but you integrated with European culture. You know what I'm saying? You out there dating Brads and Chads and stuff. You know, a bunch of
Wow.
mayonnaise. You know, mayonnaise dudes and all that. But you know,
It's a mayonnaise, dude.
you know, mayonnaise dudes. Obviously, obviously they're not working out if you're not still
Yup.
with them,
The,
so let's
the,
not
the, the
let's not
mayonnaise is too bland, La Princess. That's why you come in here.
you know what
You
I'm
come and get
saying?
some of that spice back.
Exactly. And I guarantee you no white dude is gonna pay no goddamn dowry for you, because
Hmm.
that's not part of their culture. You're in Europe, that's not part of your culture. So stop. You
Yeah,
know what I
but
mean? So let's keep it real.
yeah, but when you Rad, you got to go handle business. I'm gonna hang back.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I'm
All right.
yeah, I'm a transition to a bro solo in order
Oh,
to address the
oh
comments in here.
my video comes out in like literally 15 minutes. So
Oh, your video. But then I
yeah.
won't stay that long, so that they
All right,
can
all
go
right,
and check out your video.
all
Drop
right.
a link. Oh wait, they're on your channel. What the hell am I telling you? Drop a link for?
Yeah, yeah,
They know what's up.
they know my joint. Anyway,
Uh,
I'm gonna catch y'all later. Bro Tap, thank you for having
yeah.
me. And what was it? Inquisitor, I see you. You know, let your people stop talking about the 1500s and actually talk about something real. You know,
Hmm.
that's happening to us here. Anyway, with that being said, I'm the Radical Latino,
And I'm Bro Tap.
and I'm gonna catch you
And
later. Peace.
all right. Meanwhile, family, I'm a transition to a transition. I'm bringing the camera closer. Right? Rad had to go take care of business, but I'm gonna hang back for a little bit and I'm gonna answer some of these questions here. Okay. What we got? Inquisitor says, I prefer to speak to or about God. However, I'll look into this case and give you my opinion. What's that in reference to, El Inquisidor? South says, Cynthia G needs to stop culture appropriating white people's hair. Well, South Dingo, you're not gonna come on this channel. See, this is what you've incurred, La Princess. This is what you brought here. Look what you brought here. So now we got avowed white supremacist trolls coming in here talking about my black sisters. Because you came here with divisiveness, and if you had your way, La Princess, right, and you came in here and you divided men like this, black men ain't really measuring up, black men ain't doing nothing, black men, and then black men are like, you know what, you handle your own then. So then what happens is, me being a black man, if I fall into that, I'm like, you know what, when South Dingo comes in here with this nonsense, Cynthia G needs to stop culture appropriating white people's hair, I'd have been laughing, right? I'd have been laughing. I'd have been, cutting up like ha 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 ha, right? Nah, that's not going. That's Snow Tap. Let me bring Snow Tap out here. Bring Snow Tap out. Bring Snow Tap out to address your ass. Now, South Dingo, that dog won't hunt. I know you like coming in here addressing all the, what you call them. You're addressing all the low IQ black and brown people, but you wasting your time. You heard me, boy? Your time is better spent going out there and maybe knocking up one of the few remaining pure white women of the Aryan stock. You shouldn't be spending your time out here hunting down, tracking down black people to talk down to them. You understand? You understand me, boy? Okay? Let me go back here. What you guys need to understand is there will not be any division on this platform. You're not dividing. You're not dividing black men from separating black men from black women. You're not separating black people from brown people. You're not doing any of that stuff here. So your particular, what do you call it, rhetoric or agendas, that won't, like Snowtub just said, that dog won't hunt. You understand? It's not gonna. Hold up. Blood Moon says South Dingo is always here. I know he's here. I know he's always here. But the thing is, he's bringing the talking points from his community. Where, read the room. That's what I told La Princess. Read the room, sister. That's not what we're about here. How you gonna come here? You know what this platform's about, and from all the videos you've seen, and from all the stuff we're trying to do, like uppity knickers, right? Where we're basically, hold up one second. I only love black and mixed black women only, and so does millions of black men are leading. Just pick a good black man instead of broke bums. Well, I wish you had worded that better. Then I'd address it. Word it better, then I'll address it. I don't. I'm not going to address a mess of a sentence like this. Inquisitor says, in reference to Radical saying, I didn't care about the Hispano man that died resisting arrest or something to that sort. Okay, so let me ask you something, El Inquisidor. You talking to God and addressing God, how does that block these bullets from hitting your countrymen? How does that block these bullets from destroying, the flesh of your Hispanic brothers and sisters? How does that do that? How will that dog hunt? Ragnar is Danish, not not Southern American. I know, Blood Moon. You screwing up a good bit. We're just trying to, you know what I'm saying? This Look at the channel that you came to, Blood Moon. We're cartoons, right? We're doing highly produced content here. We're not here for any historians. Ragnar is Danish. Well, he's not Ragnar. Get it? Ragnar is just the avatar that the white supremacist dude Snowtep, right? Because Southern American males, they like to say, yeah, we was Vikings. You know how they say we was Kangs whenever black people try to claim their heritage in Africa? You were never any kings. You were never here. You were never there. You were only in West Africa. You know how they do that when black people are like, hey, actually, we're seeing, images of black people on the walls of Europe, performing circumcisions, giving people pills for headaches, we're, performing surgeries. All those things are on the hieroglyphs, by the way. And then instead of when they're faced with that kind of proof, I will show that here. But I didn't want to basically sully this channel because a lot of it is coming from the 4chan. A lot of these pics are altered by the 4chan people, and they put racist rhetoric on top of it. And um, so the joke about Snowtaps, Blood Moon, is that they're lowly Southern American or ghetto white people, missing teeth. They're laying down with their cousins and sisters, right? And they're going around saying that they were Vikings, they were Nordic kings, they were, the kings of Europe, they were Merovingians, they were all those things except what they are right now. That's the joke about the Snowtep character. So Ragnar's image is not the real image of Snowtep. Snowtep is using the Ragnar image. Now that I've explained the meta joke unto death, and it's sucked out of all the humor, are you happy now, Blood Moon? As the what did Rad call you? Adonia? What's Adonia, Blood Moon? It sounds funny. It sounds like some sort of Italian word. Hold on 1 minute. I wouldn't say I like Cynthia G. She's really weird and uses a lot of 4chan rhetoric. Yeah, she does. She does use a lot of 4chan rhetoric. However, she does go in on older women. Oh, an old lady. Oh, okay. Well, that's not nice. That's not nice. I thought it meant like some sort of troll. Give me a minute. The examples that it's a respectful term. Okay, then that's a good thing then. Okay, if it's a respectful term, then that's fine. But what I was saying before, in reference to the division, and I'm not gonna stay on here long because we all got to step over to Rad's video. Rad's starting this stuff, right? Hold on 1 second. Is Brotep an atheist? Coconut curls. No, Brotep is not an atheist. I'm not an atheist. However, I am a pragmatist and a realist. Okay? So while I do believe in a higher power, my belief in a higher power is more in line, not exactly, but more in line with Spinoza, the philosopher and theologian Spinoza, where we believe, if I remember, it's been a long time since I read his material, rest in peace to him. But Spinoza's idea of a God was more of a hands off, if I remember correctly. If anyone is more of an expert on Spinoza, please go ahead and correct me. But Spinoza's concept of God was more like God created the world, right? And then he steps back and let you handle your own business. So God did create us, and God did set things into play. He formulated, the laws of physics, you know, light and darkness, and heat and cold, and things like inertia and gravity, right? He created all those things. He set those principles and those laws into being. Then he created the planets and the stars and the asteroids and all those different things. Do you also want him to come down, right? After he did all those things, you want him to come down and what? Do your taxes? How about you do your taxes? You want him to come down and help you pay your rent? How about you pay your rent? He made Haitians are not Catholic, King M2. Maybe I should segue this into a little fact checking foray. Haitians are Catholic. By and large, the majority of Haitians. Let me highlight the comment because we have a troll in here. Hey, King Two, if Haitians are not Catholic, since you're here trolling, if Haitians are not Catholic, what are they? Religiously and theologically, what are Haitians as a whole, as a mass? If we're speaking in broad sweeping terms, what are Haitians en masse? Yeah, I know Blood Moon, but let him give him enough rope to hang himself rhetorically. Go ahead, Inquisitor. Not Inquisitor. King Two. What are Haitians? Genius. By and large, what are Haitians? Catholic practice voodoo. What does that mean? What does that mean, King Two? Form your words. Aren't you people part of the high IQ contingent? You're a white identified Hispanic, right? So basically, you're from the the Spain. You're right. You're Castilian Spanish, aren't you? So you're part of the high IQ contingent. So why don't you tell me what uh, 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 Catholic practice voodoo means? What did you write down? Explain to me what the sentence meant. Coconut Curl says, I've seen documentaries of them doing voodoo rituals. Coconut Curls, you watch too much TV. King is African American? Why isn't this? No, he said, yes, I'm a Spaniard. So which is it, Blood Moon? Because you're speaking for him and he's saying, yes, he's a Spaniard. So which is he, Blood Moon? Is he African American or is he a Spaniard? I need to know who I'm about to debunk. Hey, don't swear on here. Did you hear us swear on here? I thought you were high IQ. What use is swearing and profanity to a high IQ person like yourself? Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Okay? King 2, Haiti, my homeland, right? Ethnically, I'm Haitian, but as far as a racial designation, I don't believe in race. But if we're going for a racial designation, I'm black. If we're going for nationality, right? Adopted nationality, I am American and proud of it, by the way. American and proud. Okay. In fact, I applaud all the accomplishments made by all Americans, black, white, all of it. Okay. But ethnically, like as far as my ethnic background, I'm Haitian. Okay. So I'm coming from that background and I'm telling you, in case you were uninformed or misinformed or ill-informed, King 2, that Haitians, that the something like 75 to 80% of that island is Catholic. Okay? The rest are Protestant, Pentecostal, all manner of delineations and denominations of the Christian faiths. Okay? And there's a small percentage of Muslims, and then the tiniest percentage, like people who practice stuff in secrecy, right? Tiny percentage. I'm talking 0 point something percent practice voodoo, still practice voodoo or vodoon. Do you understand? Are you now informed, King 2? Are you now informed? Will you now understand this, or will you still spew the misinformed rhetoric that you came in here with? Coconut curls, Haiti is in shambles. Haiti is always in shambles. Many powers behind the destabilization of the country make sure that the country remains destabilized, okay? And not to demean or denigrate anyone who belongs to the group doing the destabilization, but it's a lot of people pulling the strings, all right? King 2, are you Trinidadian? Oh boy, most Trinidadians I know of are very intelligent. Please don't slur Trinidadians, Blood Moon. El Inquisidor, Brotep, you're baptized in the Catholic Church, yes? Give me a second. Let me baptize my throat with some H2O. El Inquisidor, I am a baptized Catholic, yes. Why? Which, by the way, doesn't make me some sort of zombie. Just because I'm a baptized Catholic and I believe in the Lord our God, Jesus Christ, does not mean, just please disregard the biker boys meets the Fast and Furious going on out there. It's part of the city I live in. It's part of its charm. While I'm a baptized Catholic in El Inquisidor, it doesn't mean that I'll just fall in line with whatever happens to come out of the Vatican or any priest. I prefer to read the material for myself, and I prefer to commune with God by myself. Okay. I may step in a cathedral once or twice, now and then, but I do speak with God, and these sorts of things, right? But that doesn't mean if a bishop or an ordained Catholic, anything of the parish tells me to, go do something crazy that I'm just gonna, well, I'm a practicing Catholic, so therefore I'm no. that dog won't hunt. Monica Reyes being replied to by Blood Moon. Blood Moon says, I confuse him with this other guy that's always on the panel. Who else has anything to say? We're running out of time here because Rad should be starting his video in a few minutes. And I don't want to keep you guys from going to his show because I'm actually going to be on his show in a minute too. Let me see what's going on here. Voodoo is practiced by small percentage in Haiti, Africa, India, and some Asian countries. It's part of their culture. Absolutely. It's, absolutely, Jay the Boss. Jay the Boss is dropping those jewels. Are you paying attention, King 2? Jay the Boss just explained to you that it's a fringe religion in Africa, India, and even South American countries. Hold on, let me see what El Inquisidor. I identify as Catholic first and Hispano second, but never as a Crayola color. Yeah, I understand that. I can understand that. So we're brothers, you see. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem considering you my brother, El Inquisidor. Just know that the crazy stuff that's coming out of the Vatican, where they're kind of like shifting all those priests around after they touch boys, right? They're rehiring them in other parishes, right? I'm not for that stuff. You understand? You understand? I'm Catholic, but I'm not that Catholic. You feel me? I'm Catholic, but I'm not that Catholic. Okay, so hold on. What's going on here? Sounds like a non-practicing Catholic. Hmm. Well, coconut curls. What do you consider a practicing Catholic? Do you consider hold on one second. Here's the antecedent, not the antecedent. The previous part to the comment was, well, to be Catholic, you should follow the church leaders and partake in communion with brothers and sisters. Well, I follow the word of God. I follow the word of God. I'm not going to follow the leaders. Look at what the leaders have done. So basically, you want me to ride on that train, coconut curls? You see, I don't like these sorts of dishonest, disingenuous, bad faith people that come in here. So basically, you'd like for me with all the pederasty, pederasty, child touching. Let's call it child touching. With all the child touching and all the other things going on in the mainstream Catholic Church that's going on, you expect me to jump on that train. That's what you want me to do in order to be considered a practicing Catholic. You want me to abandon God himself and then go towards the human beings who are misinterpreting his word and who are perverting his will, right? You want me to do that, and then by your little twisted logic, then I will be a practicing Catholic, right? Moron? And I don't usually attack the person. I usually attack the argument. But you're bringing a very, very strongly moronic argument here. And it's made in bad faith. It's made in bad faith. King says, you hate me because I'm a white Spaniard. Nobody hates you here. Nobody hates white people either. If you're a white supremacist, yeah, there's a lot of hate for you. We don't like white supremacists here. White people, you are all welcome here. There's another thing too, where someone was addressing Rad's involvement with my channel, and they were saying that there's this guy named Brotep. He's kind of like a Black Power guy. Okay, guilty. I'm a Black Power guy, and what? What are you gonna do about it? What? What? I'm a Black Power guy. Then what? You know what I'm saying? Then what? If me not kowtowing to the beta males, the misogynists, the coons, the traitors, and the white nationalist extremists, and the Hispanoteps and the Snowteps and the Latinoteps and the Roteps, those of them who believe that they were once Romans. If me not kowtowing to them means I'm a pro-black guy or a Black Power guy, guilty. I'm a Black Power guy. Do something about it. Now what? You're on this channel. I'm a Black Power guy. Now what? Blood Moon says, my daughter got baptized, did her first communion and confirmation. She is an atheist now. Yes, Blood Moon. That happens a lot. A lot of people who are baptized as Catholics, eventually later on, they embrace atheism. They do kind of like a 180, if that would be a kind of a term for it. They do a complete 180 and like become completely atheist. That I think that's partially because the Catholic faith is kind of like looked down on in modern times. Like people talk down about it, but you know, I like Catholicism. I like Catholicism. Yes, I'm Catholic, and I would never condone child abuse. No, you shouldn't jump on the train. Okay, then what? Why did you bring that argument then? Why did you bring that argument? Okay. So anyhow, this has been a those guys, those dudes. I'm all discombobulated because of all the stuff that's coming at me right now. But this has been a those dudes segment, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Bye.